and then yeah, so it all looks a bit more realistic. Drops his shoulder, drops it there, comes round. Yeah, so it's a bit more like that. Anyway, it's not perfect, but I think you get the idea. And also there are loads of other things. I mean, with animation layers, you can really bump up your animation. You can have a look at the head. The head should really anticipate what's going on, the head and shoulders. And also in making sure you're in the bank animation layer, when he's coming up to the wall, the head can be, I'll key it here, maybe looking at the wall, and then running towards the wall, looking in the direction he's about to go. So, he's coming in here like this, and he's going to anticipate the turn by looking over this way. And he's looking back this way again. And looking around here. Still head turn, but maybe not quite so much as he comes round. As he comes around here, he's turning more towards, checking out this vision here, and then, this is not taking away from the animation you've done. It's just adding stuff, and you can imagine you can add lots of layers onto this. And I'm just this is just animating a few controls, so you can imagine how much you can get out of if you animate lots of different controls. So the other thing, so this is just, you got the layers going. The other thing that you're going to need is a bit of a change of speed. So what you can then do is you can, if you want to change the speed, if you don't want this all to be at the same speed, so what you can use now is something called, if you select, called the if you go into the scene time warp, you can add a scene time warp. Now what this does is, so you go key, scene time warp, add scene time warp, and what this does is you can slow him down and speed him up. So let's say he's coming up to the wall on this curve, so he's coming up quite fast. Let's say I'm going to take a key here, and I'm going to go to the key, insert key tool, and put a key there. I'm just going to slow him down a little bit by using the, I'll just get this tangent tool and I'll just pull it down a little bit here. So it's a little bit slower. So he comes down, slows down, maybe another key here. And maybe here I'll speed him up slightly. And slow down here as he's coming to this bit again. So keys, insert key tool. He's coming to the, I'll just take this, pull this down a little bit. Maybe drop this very slightly. There, not too much. Go zoom in. You've got to make subtle changes. You can't make it too big. And then, so here I'll make another key. And I'm going to have this going up a little bit. So then you have this kind of, well, that's not working out well. You have to play with this for a bit to get it to work. So there you go to that. See, I'm going to try and speed this whole thing up a bit so it feels a little bit languid to me. So, and where's the last frame? The last frame is there. So I'm going to take this whole thing, is crack it up a wee bit. See what that looks like. That's this bit here. Don't like that. Oh yeah, it's almost flat there, so that's wrong. So this has to be like that. This has to be higher up. It really is subtle changes. When you play around it for a bit, you'll get an idea of what's working and what's not. Anyway, feels like something's happening at the beginning. That's better. Yeah, there we go. Something like this. Anyway, so imagine you've got this, and you think this is working. Well, you can actually bake this out. You can bake out all this animation, so it's all kind of doing what it should be doing. So, in order to do that, what you have to do, in order to bake out this speeding up and slowing down, this doesn't look particularly good, but there's something weird going on there at the start. So, oh yeah, it seems to. I can see that. Hang on a minute. Something. I thought there was something strange there. What's that? Is that? It must be something on one of the animation layers. Let's have a look at this. Oh yeah. So look here. Was it rotate? Oh yeah. So we got this. Going a little bit in a bloke. Oh, this starts at frame 24. I have to remember that. Remember, our animation actually starts at frame 24 because that's the frame. You know, I shouldn't be going back to where he was before. That's the thing I almost forgot, that the animation, even though we have more in our timeline, we start from the point at which we lined the guy up, which was 24. So I should really, you know, I have to forget about those previous frames. This is what we have, is this guy coming around like this. Anyway, so that looks a lot better. That is what our animation is. This. Right.